With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Check.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On first down, Carr. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Check safety. Low.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Tyus Bowser with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 25 yards out. Bullock's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Newton on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a third-and-goal situation. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14.
That's it, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's taken down at the 7th after a gain of 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They come up here 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Here we go. Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice hit, boy.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's go.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm. He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
20.
On first down, it's Newton. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Eifert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
One down. 53. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
You're mine.
Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first.
I can't believe they even let you. Check it backer.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Don't say nothing. Right here, guys. Fight.
On second and 11 now. Newton, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first and 10, Newton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Oh, he was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now, Bullock to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
25. Ready? What tight end? 8.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Newton. That is incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now Newton on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Gotta get us
looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Hines. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Carr going to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Newton. And Eifert has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. They go play action here on 1st down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Watch the twist.
And they'll start on the ground with Hines.
It's run.
And he coughed it up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Carr, flush to his right. His pass caught at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Naeem Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
What's that? 51 to Mike. All day. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll run with the former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Tyus Bowser, his 2nd sack of the night. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Back to you. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Hey!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now after the INT, it's Carr. The 20. Throw left side complete. That's Bryant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's